These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mark Z via PDK. Just about every agency out there, the UN, IMF, and including the CBI, have told us they do not need permission to change the rate, but there are articles coming out from no-name ministers saying they are not going to vote to change the rate yet. Well, they don't have to vote to change the rate. The CBI is in charge of that now. The GOI did their part, now it's up to the CBI. RV already says, I am pretty sure the CBI has given the finance minister the RV rate, else they would have no basis for the budget. Caparoni, aka Norv, according to Mazhar Mohammed Salih, the government's financial advisor, there may be an option to gradually increase the value of the dinar. He said, quote, any future adjustment to the exchange rate must be implemented gradually over 1 year to provide the appropriate climate for price adjustment, unquote. Caparoni says there's nothing random to an increase in value of the dinar. We all will know because Iraq's economy will begin to prosper. When they start manufacturing products and create a diverse economy away from oil, then the central bank will float the dinar and the currency will begin to rise as the economy grows. That's how currencies work. Frank 26 Al-Mandolawi stresses the need to expedite the presentation of the budget law, unquote. Frank 26 says this is the law that will give Iraq its budget, its reform, its white papers, its contracts, and its exchange rate with NSCNs to match the math. Sampson article, quote, economist Iraq's association with the International Monetary Fund prevents resorting to a devaluation of the dollar. Another quote, Saleh al-Hamashi, explained that changing the value of the dollar against the dinar is not possible during the current period, especially with Iraq's association with International Monetary Fund, as devaluation will lose confidence with this fund. Mark Z via PDK question, Mark, can you explain how Kuwait revalued so quick compared with the Vietnam or Iraq? Mark Z says there wasn't as much to be gained when Kuwait changed value. It was similar, smaller country with bigger reserves. It was more stable and easy to pull off. No internet or computers back then, so it was easy for them. When they did go, they were able to keep the new rate quiet for about 10 days. I guarantee you that Iraq would have already changed the value if we had not found out about it. The goal was to never to reward us. It was for the Cheney Bush crowd, the elites. Walking Stick via Frank 26 to say that there is no rate change that is coming. That's baloney. No one can come out and say there will be no rate change for years to come. That's not logical. An exchange rate can and will fluctuate, and the CBI cannot predict those changes, especially not years down the road. Sandy Ingram article, quote, Iraq unveils strategic project to boost oil reserves. Iraq is literally floating on oil. Iraq is serious about offshore exploration. They know the oil is there. It's just a matter of getting access to this massive amount of oil. Frank 26 Firefly, the CBI is constantly telling us the rate will not be changed upon the 23 budget, but that does not bother us anymore. We simply wait and see. Frank says, I don't care that it comes from the CBI because it's not coming from the governor. It's coming from the liars of the framework. If you see the governor come out and tell you, then we would consider it, but he is not. Mark Z via PDK question, do you think we will see the RV before the end of the year? Mark Z says, I really do. I think we will see it before the end of this year, in my opinion. We are watching it come together. I believe we are on the cusp, and it could go at any moment. Lastly, Pimpy says, my hopes are that once all the reform has taken place, that we're going to be able to see the Iraqi dinar being brought and sold again at our local banks. They should have the restrictions removed off of them, and hopefully we'll see them on the Forex. Then the market will determine the actual value of the Iraqi dinar.